Shalom, shalom. Hey brothers, listen, man. This video has been on my spirit. But Lord willing, this is edifying. First and foremost, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hafrakakwadash. I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and the Akim that's pushing the rock to the four corners of the earth, trying to seal the elect. I want to say shalom to the sheep that are scattered abroad across the four winds. And I'm going to get right into it. All right, brothers. So through the spirit, I think I'm kind of putting this thing together. So earlier today, so I used to work for the company T-Mobile. You know, I used to work for them for some time. And I would say T-Mobile was very innovative. There was the company that basically changed the game from no contracts to the new 5G, the 600 low band, 600 megahertz processors and 5G. And, you know, they were the first to basically connect a lot of the world. They're already connected to over 200 plus countries. And they've always been like the drivers for change in the cell phone and internet industry, right? And earlier today, I came across a post. I came across the post, and I came across the post that I'm going to bring up right now. It says, T-Mobile takes coverage above and beyond with SpaceX. So I read an article earlier that Elon Musk and T-Mobile are coming together to create a new global network. And this new global network will basically be able to connect people all over the world, even in rural areas. So places you would think that couldn't even get service, like in the mountains, the jungle, the middle of nowhere, in third world countries, in those like super rural tropical areas, places that you couldn't even think of, probably even deep within the mountains. You know, they're getting a system put together where they're going to be able to have signal everywhere on the planet under one banner. All right. So I'm going to read this little bit, and then I'm going to go into what SpaceX is, which I'm pretty sure most brothers know what SpaceX is, but I'm going to give a little bit better of a understanding behind this global system and where my thought process is. It says, companies share their vision to provide truly universal coverage, pairing SpaceX breakthrough satellite constellation with T-Mobile's industry-leading wireless network. New service aims to connect vast majorities of smartphones already on T-Mobile's network to Starlink satellites. Companies issue an invitation to world's carriers to expand globally with reciprocal roaming. Now, I need brothers to pay attention to what this is meaning. This will be the beast system, the beast tracking system, and how everything will be connected globally under that new world order banner. Now, hear me out. With this system, once everybody has that RFID chip, you will be able to track anybody and everybody on the entire planet. As long as they got their chip, you can find them. So mind you, they want complete totalitarian control. They want you to have no privacy and be happy with it. They want to be able to control you to a T. They want to put the entire world back into slavery. And how do you do it? Big Brother needs to have what? A system put in place to be able to watch, see, and do. So mind you, let's say you want to run, but you already got the chip in you. You try to think you can go into the mountains in the Congo or deep forest. Guess what? They can find you. Send teams after you. They can find you. Cut your chip off. They can find you. And basically, you have no, there's no cloak for you anymore. You're completely visible under this system. All right. Now, you got to understand, this is all coming at the same time that they're also talking about technically the famine of the word, which I'm going to bring that out in a second. But I wanted to show brothers this. Now, I was telling you that T-Mobile already is connected to over 200 and something countries. That's 200 plus countries, right? Where you can get usually internet in most of these countries, free text messaging and phone calls at a low rate, right? Now, Elon Musk, you know, has over, which I'm going to bring the article out now. I'm going to go here and show you the title. Starlink explained everything to know about Elon Musk's satellite internet venture. All right. Now, mind you, for the past few years, Elon Musk has been having nothing but flights into space, or if he can even make it into space. But he's been basically sending satellites up. So I'm going to break this down. It says, I'm going to start in second paragraph. It says something you might be less familiar with is Starlink, a venture from Musk that aims to sell internet connection to almost anyone on the planet by way of growing network of private satellites orbiting overhead. After years of development with SpaceX, Starlink picked up the pace in 2021. In January, after 3 years worth of successful launches, the project had surpassed 1,000 satellites delivered into orbit. 1 year and a dozen of successful launches later, Starlink now boasts well over 2,000 functional satellites orbiting overhead. Starlink says that it now offers services in 32 countries around the world, though the budding broadband provider still faces a backlog of prospective customers waiting to receive equipment to start service. So mind you, Elon Musk had a bit of a hiccup trying to connect to other countries because they were pretty new in the game. Even though they had over 2,000 satellites in the air, they still was pretty new in the game. So now they're partnering with T-Mobile, which is technically the world's biggest company, because T-Mobile in America is called T-Mobile, but overseas it's called Deutsche Telekom. It started overseas and then came to America. So they already had a big majority of the broadband spectrum around the world. A lot of people don't know about that. You think T-Mobile was just an American-based company, but no, it's American-based company as well as Deutsche Telekom, which is a Dutch-based company which has towers everywhere. So now these two superpowers are coming together to create a global network. What is this global network for? And like I was trying to state earlier, it's for complete surveillance and totalitarian control, because once the beast system is implemented, which is the RFID chip, and all the other pieces that go with it, this is how they're going to be able to power this system. They need to be able to track everybody. Your RFID chip will give off a radio signal, all right? It will give off a radio signal where they'll be able to, like I said, if you don't comply with their measures and the totalitarian control, they could turn your chip off. You won't be able to buy, sell. You won't be able to shop or live. You won't be part of their society, all right? Now, we already know if you take that chip anyway, you're doomed anyway, because the Most High is not having that. But this is how they're putting it together, and people are not noticing it. Right? And this map right here says Starlink is now available in 32 countries around the world. People ordering from areas marked unavailable will have their Starlink shipped immediately. Now, mind you, look at the places that are dark. Russia. Most of the places that are dark are Russia, but almost every other place is basically going to be lit up. And in the very near future, these two companies will have this system. It says over 2,000 satellites in the sky. Over 2,000, right? Now, I'm not going to get into all of this. I'm going to just go to this article right here. And this popped up. This popped up on August 22nd. It says the beast system is almost complete. Are you paying attention? And this will give me the inspiration, well, through the Holy Spirit, to do this lesson. Right? But the system is almost put together, right? Everything is literally coming together. Let's see. Now, mind you, one other thing that I wanted to mention with all of this was the Internet of Bodies, right? So remember, another thing with the whole global elite system, they want to create a new credit class system or a social class system where you will basically be, and I'm going to show a video. I'm going to show 2 videos to this. To have complete totalitarian control, they're going to be able, this is how you know the famine of the word is coming, okay? The famine of the word has to come because the social credit score system is going to be based off of how well you are in society. If people approve of you, if companies approve of you, if the credit approves of you, then you're going to be good. But if you are dissatisfactory or go against the grain of the New World Order, you're going to be, quote unquote, terrorist or enemy of the state. And once you become enemy of the state, your social credit score system will go down, your chip will be turned off, or you will just be ostracized from society to begin with. Now, mind you, this is all to get the men of the Lord off the streets. So mind you, I'm gonna click on this article. It says Internet of Bodies, our connected future, right? Now, I'm just gonna play this video, and I want brothers just to pay attention to the video, all right? Pay attention. It says Internet of Bodies, only 58 seconds, but look at, I'm gonna try to slow it down for you so you can see. But here we go. I'm gonna press play. Look, artificial pancreas, brain-computer interfaces, brain electrical signals for Parkinson's disease. Cochlear devices, implantable smart stents, ingestible digital pills, electrical health records, electronic health records, freestanding infusion pumps, sensor-equipped hospital beds, wearable prosthetics, wearable seizure monitors, attention monitors, body implanted sensors, clothing with sensors, internet connected scales, implantable microchips, mental emotional sensors, wearable health trackers, wearable neural devices. Now, I'm going to leave it right there. But you see, the Internet of Bodies is going to be part of this new system. And how are you going to be able to track all of this? You're going to have that new T-Mobile Starlink, where all satellites are connected, where everybody is tracked. If you're part of this system, if you have a chip, a prosthetic leg, or any of these new technologies or these miracles on the left-hand side, speaking about in Revelation 13, which I will get in a second, you will be traceable. This is that beast system, right? This is that beast system. Now, I'm going to go to this right here. So I'm going to start this over.
I mentioned social media a number of times. I've called upon and working closely with our Attorney General to identify what's going on in social media. Those questions are now part of our background checks. Just like in the old days, you talk to someone's neighbor. Now you can talk to their neighbors online and find out whether or not this person has been spouting philosophies that indicate that they have been radicalized, and that's how we protect our citizens as well.
So right there, if you heard loud and clear, they're going to be using a social credit system, right? The Internet of Bodies, Starlink, and I'm kind of putting it all together because this is the system being put together, the infrastructure of that new world order. One world religion, one world government, one world currency, one world body, right? This is the infrastructure for all of it, right? So mind you, she was just saying that they're going to start using people's social media to track to see if they're defectors of, quote unquote, quite frankly, the New World Order. If they're terrorists, if they're desirables. And we already know that's to come down on the men of the Lord. Because with the new Internet of Bodies, the new Starlink and everything like that, we already know the men of the Lord are not going to take it. So we're going to stick out like a sore thumb. They're going to try to, and mind you, this is also going to put strain and temptation on a lot of people. Because let's say your social credit score is at an all-time low. And the only way to get your social credit score up is to give up the men of the Lord or tell on somebody that you know that might be an Israelite, that might know the truth, that might be reading their Bible to get your credit score system up. People are going to be searching the web to find people, defectors, people like us, the men of the Lord, to persecute so they can get some more credits added back to their social credit score system. Everything is connected. This shit is bananas, man. But we know the Most High, man, is going to raise the standard in that day. But look, I'm going to read out some scriptures. I'm going to let this go. Lord willing, this was edifying. Brothers, look into it yourself. But all of this is connected. The system is being put together so we know exactly what the devil is trying to do. And it's plain and simple. But the sheep, these sheep out here, if these sheep, these people are blinded, man. But we got a good shepherd. We got Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's keeping us sane. That's giving us the wisdom and knowledge of the time so we can see the wiles of the devil, man. It's just beautiful to even understand and be able to see this. As soon as I seen this article, I said, whoa. What they doing? They're trying to, global network? First thing I thought was surveillance and the beast system. To power all these chips, to be able to track all these people around the world. Because they're crashing the dollar in almost every country. They're going to have a digital currency in every country. And mind you, once they start chipping everybody, how is this going to work? How are you going to be able to track and pinpoint where people are? You need a satellite system, a global satellite system. And it's all manifesting, all right? Let me get some precepts, and then I'm going to get out of this, man. Lord willing, this was edifying, brothers. It's the book of Amos. Matter of fact, chapter 8 and verse 11. You already know what I'm getting to. It says, behold, the day cometh, save Yahweh Shem Shah power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because who are the undesirables in this day? Who are they? Whose social media platforms are they going to be checking? And what's crazy is Apostle Tahar told us to stay off of Instagram. He was like, yo, stay off of Instagram, just keep it to YouTube. Now, mind you, they're going to be able to track us through YouTube as well. But the first thing they're going to be looking for is using Facebook database, Instagram database, and probably dating websites to see what kind of stuff is being put out there, because that's what's being watched on a large scale. Everyone's always on social media. And they're going to come down. You know, Esau knows the devil knows he's but a short time. So he's going to come down with great wrath. He needs to clean this shit up because he knows that Yahweh Shem Shah is on his way back. All right. Let me get another preset. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 14. All right. It says, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Now, mind you, the reason why I brought this out, because every time we put out a video of that vibration on a unicorn, you know, every time we put up brothers be putting up videos on Instagram and Facebook and different other platforms, you know, this is upright conversation. You know, we're standing boldly for Yahweh Shem Shah. So it literally says the wicked have drawn out their sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. All right. All right. So these are the things that are coming, man. The RFID chip is coming, which I'm going to shoot over to Revelations to give more understanding about the beast system and those miracles. I showed you about those miracles, the New Testament, the miracles that it was showing, the prosthetic legs, the new pacemakers in the heart and in the body, and all this different technology. And if you brothers want to go back and look at that article, you should see the miracles on the left-hand side, which are going to deceive many people to think that all of this is a good thing. Revelations 13th chapter. And they're giving unto him a mouth speaking great, and he opened his mouth about him. Actually, I kind of just start up this whole thing, but I kind of just want to get to the point. I'm gonna start at 12, Revelation 13 and 12, and it says, And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now, mind you, even one of the miracles on the earth is going to be this global internet system, being able to go anywhere on the planet and have service. That is a miracle. Having neural links, being able to control people who be able to control a prosthetic arm, a bionic arm or a bionic leg, or having a bionic heart, a pancreas, pacemakers, and all these things are going to be miracles that are going to basically deceive so many people, where they're going to bow down and worship the beast, man. They're going to worship Satan. They're going to take this RFID chip. They're going to take the mark of the beast, all right? I'm going to keep reading. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So this is that great insurrection that's going to be coming down, because there's going to be a lot of people that are not part of the elect. There's going to be Esau, because once the dollar crashes, and once they start trying to implement, all of this stuff, there's a lot of Bible Belt, six-pack Joe white people and other nations and stuff that are already going to see it for what it is, and they're going to want to fight back. And these are the people that are going to be put to death. Civil war is going to go out, and they're going to be trying to kill as many of these people and get rid of them so they can have a smooth transition to their new world order. All right? This shit is crazy, man. The Most High is speaking, man. There's so much going on. There's so much going on, but brothers need to understand this. Like, trust me, through the spirit, I truly believe that T-Mobile and Starlink coming together is that system being implemented. Because I'm telling you, T-Mobile was already the biggest cell phone company in the world. Not T-Mobile, but Deutsche Telekom is the name of the company, and T-Mobile is basically a subsidiary of Deutsche Telekom. Then now Elon Musk and Starlink, and now they all coming together using the new 600 low band plus the other bandwidths and different megahertz. Like, if you understand all that jargon, this shit is getting real out here, man. All right? This shit is getting real. I might as well just keep reading it. I'm going to end this up. And it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666, which is 666. All right. So, brothers, we already know that the Most High, all those that abide in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, are safe, man. We have hope. We have refuge. We have a great shepherd, not a good shepherd. We have a great shepherd, man. So it's not much for us to worry about as long as we endure into the end, man. Lord willing, Abaratazah, we're part of that precious elk, man, that number, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahak Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.